It is 7:52, a little bit later leaving than I would have hoped, but I don't actually have to like be at work at 8 o'clock this morning because today's actually supposed to be a remote working day for me. But we are handing out masks and hand sanitizers to students who are coming into our buildings, and the other advisor who's in charge of that has to self-quarantine for 14 days, so I'm in charge. So I'm going to work. I'm going to spend the first like 45 minutes or so separating the masks into these little lunch bags, which I need to grab and put up here before I forget. So I got these at Dollar Tree yesterday because I don't know if they have any. So, and then from basically 9 to 1 and possibly 5 to 7, I'm going to be sitting out overseeing that. And then in between, I'm just going to work on a few different things, prepare for teaching this week, which happens Wednesday and Thursday, work on my office some. So I will take you along for that. Okay, hello again. It is 8:07. I made it to work in less than 20 minutes. I got stuck at a couple stoplights, so that's the only thing that took me a little bit longer. So, yesterday my husband and I brought my mini fridge, so my lunchbox is like plumb full of my Sprites that, my Sprite Zeros that I'm going to put in there so I can have that stocked. And now I am going to put on my mask. So I got 2 packs of these masks from Old Navy. It's 5 for $12.50, but I have a friend who works there, so she got me half price. So I also have some burgundy and like pink ones. So I am a little bit extra and am trying to match my masks to my outfits. So I don't exactly have everything that's gonna work for this week, but I'll get pretty close. So these I love because they have these little adjustable, and they're not plastic, they're like a rubber. So the only thing I don't like is that there's no nose piece, but I think with the sewing and the stitching, I can take some floral wire and stick it in there maybe. I'm gonna try. But I just go around my earrings and then pull this a little bit tighter. Maybe. There's some construction happening. Some like right over. I don't know what they're doing, but it's very loud. And there we go. Okay, so it took a lot longer to set up the masks like station than I anticipated because I was the only one doing it. I did have help from one other person who provided their personal tent for us to use. We also do have these like octagon tables, picnic tables that we have that we can use. So we're kind of stationed at one of those. But we have little hand sanitizers that we have to pump full. And then we're giving each student 5 masks in a brown paper lunch bag. Unfortunately, I'm out of brown paper lunch bags and I'm buying these myself. So there's a Dollar Tree right up by campus and that's where I am now. So that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna go grab some brown paper lunch bags. I do not like the fit of this. Like I'm gonna need this to not be, I'm gonna have to fix this today. Hey guys, so it's 1:47 and I'm in my office. It's like really light because I have some lamps in here. I have this floor lamp, obviously, and then this little table lamp. My desk is a mess because I'm still sorting that out. So I just got off of Zoom with my supervisor and the other academic advisor, just talking about some things that we need to be aware of for the week and that sort of thing. The mask and sanitizer distribution went really well. I think tomorrow we'll have some more kids, so I'm looking forward to doing that. We actually still have, in about 3 hours, we're gonna go back out and do it for 2 more hours in the evening for kids who have late classes. But yeah, I'm just gonna answer some emails. I'm gonna work on scheduling my availability in the system that we use for appointments. And that's it for now. Hello again. It is 7:04 and we have finished the mask and sanitizer distribution for today. I have everything in my car because I'm gonna have to unload it and do it again tomorrow. So I figured instead of putting it in my office, I would just put it in my car because my car is closer to the courtyard than my office is. My husband ran by the store and grabbed a few things that we need for dinner tonight, which is super nice of him. I want to say we probably handed out like 80 or so sets of masks and sanitizer. We ran out of the sanitizer though. We have the bottles, the little mini bottles, but we ran out of the, the refill stuff. So I guess tomorrow we're going to be handing out empty bottles and telling them they can fill them up in the building. So, but overall a good day. In between the 1 p.m. and the 5 p.m. shifts, I was able to finish this coursework on accessibility that I was working on, and also just work on some other stuff for class and whatnot. So also had a student go ahead and schedule the first appointment of the semester for Thursday, so that was cool. But now I'm headed home. Hi, can I please have 2 shots of espresso over ice in a venti cup?
All right, 2 shots of espresso over ice in the venti cup.
Yep.
Anything else for you?
That's all.
It is going to be $2.44.
Thank you. Good morning. It is almost 8:15. I'm just grabbing my drink. I wanted to get some actual espresso this morning. But I wanted to say that I was successfully able to squeeze some floral wire in between the seams of my mask so I can pinch it around my nose, which means it won't rub at my eye so much. I mean, it's still under it, which is a bummer, but maybe if I just pull this down a little bit, and I need to shift the wire so. But I was able to get it in there, so that's good. So for my coffee, I get 2 shots of espresso over ice in a venti cup, or if I'm making it at home, I just buy an espresso roast coffee and make it on the strongest brew. And then I add 1 carton of the Premier Protein Caramel. For Weight Watchers, this is 2 points. I'm pretty sure that's for all plans. I'm on the blue plan. And it's super good, very filling because it has 30 grams of protein. One thing I do at home is I add in some sugar-free chocolate syrup sometimes. It's 0 points, and it adds a little bit of a chocolate flavor. So, so good. Hello again. It is 7:47 p.m. I was not great about filming today, but really I basically did the same thing as yesterday. I just did the mass distribution, which all in all over both days we only had about 100 kids, so we're gonna put them in our academic affairs office, the remaining my husband is not here tonight. He went to his mom's because he has a doctor's appointment and he prefers to go to his doctor from his childhood. And I just got in my bedroom and noticed that when he came home earlier, he poured all the clean laundry on the bed for me to clean up. That's very nice of him. Anyways, I just got home. I picked up some Mexican food on the way, so I'm going to change into some comfy clothes, feed my doggos and my cat, and eat my Mexican food. Good morning. It is 8:20, and I am on the way to work. I am a little bit later this morning for 2 reasons. One, today is my late day where I teach my remote section from 4:30 to 5:45. And 2, I just didn't get up as easy this morning, which is fine. So I'm on the way to work, or I'm about to be. Today I did fake eyelashes, and they actually went on really easy compared to when I've been trying in the past. So that way, when I have my little mask on, I'm just a little extra. So I'm excited about that. Today I'm teaching 1 in-person class, and as soon as I get to my office, I'm going to send an email about it because my peer leader for that section, I ran into her yesterday and she's like, oh, we're online for the first 2 weeks, right? And I was like, no, that's the other class. That's the other instructor's class. So I need to make sure that's clear. But on the way, got my coffee. I got this new top from Amazon. It's so cute. Like the lighting is so bad, but it's, you know, lower cut and kind of see-through. So I had to get a cami that would fit under there, and I couldn't find one that wasn't like $20. I'm not paying $20 for a cami. So I figured out a way to sew it into a V-neck, and then I have a little cardigan that I'm gonna wear over it. So I'm really excited. I'll have to show you what I'm wearing because it's real cute. Okay, so this is the room where I'm teaching. I got everything set up. There's plexiglass there, and the university has marked where students cannot sit and where they can sit. Not really sure that that's 6 feet apart, but it'll be okay. Hello again. It is 3:45 and I'm getting ready for my second and last class of today, which is a virtual section online from 4:30 to 5:45. My first one was this morning at 10:15 and it went really well, but I spoke too fast. I went like too quick. We basically finished 30 minutes early in a 75-minute class. So I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen tonight. I picked up a toaster oven because my building liaison, who is like kind of the manager of our suite, she said that I could get a toaster oven to put in the suite. I just couldn't have it in my office because it would trip the breakers. So very excited about that. I picked it up. I actually bought it from a student for 15 bucks. And he was so nice. He said, if it doesn't work or you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. So that was really nice. I also grabbed another lamp. It's just like the little one from Dollar Tree that I have. It's the exact same one. And I put it over on the little student table so that it lights me from the front, so my students can see when I'm zooming with them. I have to zoom on my laptop because the department doesn't have a webcam for my computer yet, but they ordered me one yesterday. So now I'm just going to get ready for that. My plan for tomorrow during my downtime is to get this stuff up on the wall. That's why I originally went to Dollar Tree, was to get my stuff up on the wall there, but the sticky tack, they didn't have any, and I have some at home. I just keep forgetting it, so I'm gonna have to make a little list of what to bring when I am home. And my computer riser comes tonight, hopefully. So instead of the standing desk, I will be using the computer riser. So I'm happy about that. The only thing is, obviously, I'll be like closer to the computer because the way the standing desk is, yeah. But I got my wireless mouse working. I'm gonna order a wireless keyboard at some point, and we're good to go. Good morning. I am getting in the car. It is 8:20. Again, a little bit later than I probably should be heading out, but it's fine. Yesterday's classes went well. My evening class, I did a little bit better with my pacing. We finished about 5 minutes early, which was much better. I got in my desk riser, and I also have my toaster oven. So we're going to put those things in today, hopefully. And got 2 more classes. It's very clear to me that the kids are not reading their emails because I've had multiple students ask me, hey, I saw the email where we're meeting online. Are we meeting in person? Yes, we are. The email said the other sections taught by the other instructor are meeting online. Read your emails. So I had already planned to send an email out this morning talking about how to find the room and all that stuff. So, you know, I'll address that and remind them to make sure they're reading the emails in their entirety. Hi, it's Thursday, about 3:40. I am about to leave my office and go across campus because I am going to be volunteering with our campus food pantry this year, and I need to do the orientation for that. So, really excited about that. But I wanted to show you guys where my office currently stands. It is a hot mess because both of these items need, it's my keys. Both of these items need to go to surplus. That is a box that a thing just came in that I'll have to take later. That's the standing desk I took off. That has to be hung. And I just have to clean all that stuff up, right? So clean all this. Hannah. I got these risers instead, so very happy about that. And the monitors go up and down if needed. I got a little picture of me and my hubby there. I am gonna get a wireless keyboard, but it's not really that important. I have a wireless mouse. And then I moved my lotion and my sanitizer there, and my pens a little bit closer. So I also got a second one of these from Dollar Tree, put it over there, and that way I can have it nice and lit and not use the overhead lights. Now, the only thing is I want to get some Velcro or a magnet to put right there so that I can put the remote there. But yeah, the bookshelf is getting a little bit more organized. All in all, it was a really good week. Other than me speeding through my first class out of sheer nervousness, it's been good. The other classes went well. The kids seem really nice. I'm helping them solve their problems, so that always is good. Good morning. It is just before 11 o'clock. I just looked at my wrist, but my watch is charging, so can't do that. I just got off with my supervisor. We had my annual review, even though I've only been working there for 4 months, but that's like the annual review period is at the end of June. So we just did that, or July, not June, I guess. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've reached the goals that we had identified when I started working, which was just to, help with getting kids enrolled and starting them in the, orientation process, new student orientation and stuff like that. And then also doing professional development and workshops to learn more about advising and being an advisor. We set some goals for next year, which were to complete the advising, I don't even know what it's called, advising, it's like an advising certificate program. So one of the goals was to complete this advising certificate program, which I've already registered for a lot of the courses for that, so I'm working on that. The other goal was to try to work with some co-curricular or assist with co-curricular activities. So like small information sessions about the majors, doing study sessions for finals, and just other kind of activities that can support students. Then there was a third goal to continue to implement proactive advising, and the fourth goal, which we're going to expand some on, but to work to identify students and support students who would benefit from participation in TRIO, TRIO Student Support Services, which is a college level program for under-resourced students. I myself was in that program at this university, so I feel very, very passionate about helping first generation and under-resourced college students. So that is something that we're hoping to use my experience and my passion to kind of support students. So that's what I did this morning. That's what I've been doing. I have a couple of appointments today. I think 3 student appointments today, and that's it. I'm just kind of checking off some to-do, some items to do this week that I've been working on and haven't gotten done. And also just kind of trying to do some stuff around home in between. Like we have a lot of laundry to do, so just working on that like in between downtimes, even if it's like 10 minutes. So that's been the week at a glance. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I really appreciate you tuning in and seeing what I'm up to. And if you like what you see, I'd really love for you to subscribe so you can stick around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.